like right now it's like in the United States at least, like I know it's big in Europe. You got artists like Adele and Sam Smith and all of them over there, and it's like overseas they appreciate soul music a lot, and I know a lot of your music is, you know, like based from soul music. How you feel about that? Like people saying like R&B is fading out, and kind of like in the United States it's almost like we don't appreciate soul music no more. How you feel about that?
It's crazy because it makes it hard for like indie artists like myself to really reach the levels that we want to reach, or that we know we could, because the talent is there, but it's just the listeners not there. So I think it takes people turning on the radio stations and being like, yo, I want to hear that Sergio song, I want to hear that, you know, all that R&B. It just takes those listeners coming back and just being able to find a balance between hip hop and R&B. Because I'm not saying hip hop killed R&B because it's not dead, but I think that it definitely took a lot of the radio place from the R&B artists. Like even if you're doing a little hip hop, if you're a singer, like just make sure it still comes from an honest place and it comes from a little rhythm, and you add that blues on it because it just makes it authentic. And even if you change it up and you infuse different sounds in it, just make sure it's R&B. And that's our problem.
And see, I know for you've been doing your thing online. You know, like I could put your name in YouTube and mad stuff be popping up. You know what I mean? You got stuff all over the place. So in this age, like how important do you really think that radio is? Extremely important, or do you think that it's more about the internet right now?
It's crazy because I had this conversation with so many different people.
Yeah.
Because everybody, like all these labels and stuff like that, their main focus is like, yo, you gotta get a radio hit, you gotta get a radio hit, you gotta get a radio hit. But I think that it's important to make sure that you have presence on the internet first, because people, even if they don't get a chance to turn on the radio, they can press play on the internet. That's why it's like amazing that we have places like YouTube, SoundCloud, and just all these different places where you can really host music like Bandcamp, because it just makes it easy for people to access it. And I think it's important to have the internet presence first. And then if it's that big and it's that crazy and you can make people love and appreciate it, I think it's important to make sure like you go after the radio after that.